Okay, we're back on beta server. I'm using a different character, fully beta energized, of course. The badge for this character is if you don't let her, if she doesn't hit you with her cryonic judgment special attack. However, they say it should also be done on advanced mode. I'm doing this on 0-star mode just for verification purposes, because it looks like at least one of the other 4 badges doesn't need to be done on advanced. So we're going to find out. And first things first, we're going to just blast the living blazes out of her. Okay, her badge does not award on 0-star. Okay, good to know. Verification complete on that one. Okay, now checking for the Jailbreaker badge. Destroy a scientist and their pets don't go away, just like on Aeon. Okay. Alright, so this glowy's in the same spot. That's good. Tapping this glowy and letting it go through puts the hospital on our side. And, you know, that's always nice to have. That way people can hospital in the mission instead of having to go to the outside hospital and back again. Let's remove these things here. They're in the way. All right. This is a Rat Armor Titan weapon tank. Yes, it's running the beta powers. And no, I really don't care if people are offended by that at all. The purpose of these vids is to explore these missions with all due speed and to see what data I can glean and calculate out strategies for live. So sit back and relax. Enjoy the vid. Okay. He's out. Okay. Commence devastation of these targets. So far, the enemies on the maps haven't really changed from 0 to 1-star, so that's good. A desync did award the end of this on star mode. I have no clue if it'll just be merits at the end of this or not, but we will find out. That is the purpose of these runs, is to explore and obtain the information needed to efficiently power through this on live. And with as many badge hunting alts as I have and have to maintain, well, knowledge is power. These turrets definitely have to be taken out of the way. And warning, these turrets will respawn. There's no going around that. Let's take care of these bystanders here, as it were. Yeah, reconstructing obliteration turret. And they're leaving a toxic patch on the ground. Not quite sure how long it takes them to respawn, but yeah. Okay. Prisoner about to release. Tick-tock. And who do we get? The Sea Witch. Okay. Here comes the countdown. Oh, okay. Arcus. Haven't seen him since the St. Marshall Strike Force. There's Golden Roller. Uh-oh. Okay, and the guns do respawn even on 0 star. Houston, we have a little bit of a thing about the badge here. Jailbreaker, you're supposed to defeat all 5 unique prisoner arc villains. However, the notes don't say advanced mode. Just says regular mode. However, this is regular mode and I only got 3. The other 2 should have popped out of the cells before Golden Roller. So it looks like Jailbreaker isn't happening on 0 star mode either. Yeah, don't accept this guy's help. There's laser trip mine ambushes in the Cray section of this map. And he can set them off apparently, so if that happens, the elevator's locked down and he can't go up to the floor where the super villain for Cray that you'd have to face would be. Which automatically kills any effort of getting the badge on that run, so no. Can't have him. Honestly, that's fine. He was decent to have in a fight, but he's not mission critical. So let's see here about this particular badge. Also, I wonder. Okay, so it gave me badge tick progress, but it only gave me 3 out of 5. So yeah. Looks like for all 5, it's going to have to be on star mode. Okay, here's the cave entrance. That leads to one of the supervillains. Are they here? They're not. Okay. Alright, confirmation then. Star mode needed for this as well. An earlier run, though, I was able to get the final badge, the Knockback King one, without being on star mode. So... an error or a hat trick? Oh well. Guess it doesn't really matter. Bottom line is this. Running this for all the badges is going to have to be on star mode. But good to know. Good to know. Moment, please. Okay, this is the last mission. We're still on 0 star setting, because on a prior run with a different tune, I was able to get the badge from this on 0 star. So this is kind of a confirmation run about that. And I've already mentioned it up on the forums just to see if I found a little bit of an error or if it's WAI. Problem is, the other 3 badges are star mode necessary. So, yeah. A minor conundrum. But bottom line is I was expecting to have to do this on star mode anyway for all the badges, so it's not a huge deal. It's just one of those little technical questions, you know, you wouldn't mind having an answer to it. But that's just me. He's definitely got some upgraded NIMS in this. That's alright. Okay, so step 1, let's obliterate him and his mob here. And thus unlock the door to where we really need to go, where the fun's gonna start. And the fun's about to start. Let's go catch a train. All right. So here we are. The Knockback King badge is you have to get Nemesis off the train without killing them so they go crunch from the wall and the train itself. Knockback powers can be used, but you gotta be a little bit judicious because you just might end up defeating them before they fall off the train. That's not good. They must still be alive when they go off the train, just like those two lemmings right there just did. So far, so good. So knockback powers can be used, but with a little bit of judiciousness. Your Nemesis staff, right here, this is your new best friend for this one. I'm not joking. Check previous video entry on this. Let's see how many I can pull a fold space off. Ooh, looks like a few. Okay. Yeah, they all go crunch from the train, huh? Cool. Yep, making progress. It only needs 50 for the badge, which is good. And I did get this earlier on 0 star. But the other badges on this require star mode, so is that an error, or? Just waiting for my fold space to re-energize a bit. Ooh, what a satisfying crunch. Also, I suspect a controller with gravity wormhole would be very well appreciated on this. If you don't have fold space or gravity wormhole on anybody, well, like I said before, meet your new best friend, the Nemesis staff. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. You can, with a few blasts, knock most of these Nemesis right off the train with the Nemesis staff. It's not a joke. But let's see a tank with some taunt and some fold space, though. There goes another one. My. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Nemesis. Bang, bang, bang. By the way, you do have to defeat all of the army. You can stop the train ahead of schedule without defeating all the army, but you're still gonna have to double back and beat the army. Alright, for this big galoot, I could use fold space, but I just want to show you the Nemesis staff here. In its newfound glory, as it were. See? It works. Alright, now for these Jaegers here, come to Papa. Come on. A little bit of taunting. Okay. Position myself just a little bit like this. That should do it. Fold space, ahoy! While not one of my favorite powers, it's clearly quite useful for this. Come on. Don't want to follow? No? Okay. Let's float up to here then. We just only need a couple more for the badge, but let's see if we can go for a little mass destruction here. My. And the badge dings on 0 star. But is it really meant to be that way? That is the question. Oh well. So while knockback can be done, especially with the old NEM staff, fold space will of course do it. Gravity wormhole ought to do it also. Just blast them off the train with the wormhole right into one of the walls, let them go fall down, and they should all go bang bang. Okay. Let's gas meisters, they can lay down gas bombs. The old Nemesis gas, which is similar to the Rickety Monkey gas in terms of its corrosion. Good to know. And they also give you a temporary Nemesis staff power here. That's very nice of them. Nemesis Gamma appears to be the deadliest one of the bunch. He self-destructs. So I'll just kind of hover here. Okay, so I got 2 Nemesis staff I can use to smack these guys around. You can't penetrate their force fields with firepower. You have to use the Nem staff or some other type of KB to knock them off. But I wonder. 3, 2, 1, fold space. Okay. Alright then. Force field blocks fold space. How tragic for all the fold space worshippers. Oh, boo-hoo. Once again, your fold space is not the be-all, end-all. Tragic. Now, here's the thing. There might be a finite time before the train can't be stopped, and it's considered a quote-unquote fail. So I found that out on a previous run when I was busy blasting away a bunch of Jaegers kept spawning from a machine in a cave. Turns out that room's a decoy room. And the train actually got away, apparently, so go figure. So now the train is halted. Which means now you really can't knock them off for the crunch, so hopefully you've already got the badge for knocking them off the train. I know I have it, so. Let's go find me some more Nemesis. There's always more of you. If there's one thing he's good at, it's mass production. Wonder how many of these he actually recycles from the spare parts of the phone. That would be rather pragmatic if he did. Oh well, just thinking out loud. So this badge awards on 0 star. But the others do not. Oh, inquiring minds do want to know. Is that WAI or is that an oopsie? Uh-oh. Well, this is interesting. I hope shutting off the machine the train didn't shut down all the production machines. Otherwise, I might have just broke the mission. Or perhaps I'm just going so fast that production can't keep up. That might be the case. Otherwise, we might have found a way to break the mission inadvertently. Didn't see anyone up on the rooftops. The train. Oh, this could be bad. Or maybe not. Okay, a mental note. Don't stop the train early. Take down all the Nemesis and get the badge for knocking them off the train. So yeah, definitely. Don't stop the train early. That's alright. Okay, well this badge awards on 0 star. The other 3 are on advanced mode, aka 1 star or higher. This is just a badge for winning it. Very interesting. Not sure if that's a by design thing on that one badge for knockback, or if it's a glitch. But I have posted about it, so we'll have to see if it's WAI or not. But bottom line is this: you want all the badges? Set it to 1 star. All right. Okay, we're back. We're back on star mode in the new task force. Mission 1. I gotta free a bunch of captive scientists, but the good news is that they don't need to be dragged to the door. Oh, that was a 2-for-1 in there. That was good. Also, the red dots on the map don't change. I've run this a few times with another alt. Gathering intelligence and data. And my strategies for how to get these badges on live are already forming in the back of my head, so that's good. Now, for those of you who've been watching this, you may recall that I did this on 0 star for some confirmation of badges. The last badge, the Knockback King badge, you can get on 0 star, but the others you can't. And I have made a post about that in the beta forum. I honestly do not know if that is WAI or if I found a little bit of a glitch. You would think logically that all the badges would be necessary on star mode, but that's okay if one's not. Okay, even flying, I can still slide on the ice. Go figure. Just like the Frostfire map in the Hollows. Okay. Now, for this first badge, we cannot get hit by our Cryonic Judgment power attack. And I'm already having flashbacks to Tin Mage with that Midnighter badge. Alright, there she is. No telling how long it takes her to rev up that Cryonic attack. Okay, we got her. Annoying Peacebringer drones. Be gone. Flash freeze. That's the name. Okay. Okay. So this badge must be on 1 star or higher to get as well. Yep. Definitely got some strategies in mind for her. For live. Alright, see you at the next mission. Okay, here we are at the start of the next mission. Gotta get that elevator open there. Yeah. Remember on live to hit this glowy, that way the hospital will be on your side if anyone in the team gets dropped. There. Always nice to get the scientists before. Oh well. Remove this scientist from my path. I don't need his pets getting in my way if they were to respawn. Okay. Though it might be possible to sneak past all these guys on live. Best to just get rid of them now. Silly Fortunata. Burn all these scientists up. Get them out of my way. These turrets do respawn. Gotta be careful about them. Quatrexin. Okay. Okay, the badge counter did not reset. Okay. That's a relief. The knockback one did reset with a previous assault that only got partial progress. Here's Coralax. Okay, well, I've got Jailbreaker badge now thanks to the progress from the last run of this on 0, but we still got to go through the motion, so there should be one more and then the main target. You can summon Psi Emanators. Okay, good to know. And there he is, Golden Roller. Only he seems to have converted to Freak Show since being beaten in the Aeon Strike Force. Go figure. Okay, well that was all 5, so yeah, you had to do it on Star Mode for that badge. Okay, seriously? He's gone... It looks like he's gone Total Freak Show Cyborg. So he's gone from car to basically freak show cyborg with tires. Don't tell me he can transform into a car or some type of other vehicle. Okay. Yeah. I'm not 100%. While the costume does look pretty cool, I don't really know if this is really an upgrade for him or not. I think I liked him better with his car, but that's just me. Alright. Mission 3. 3 supervillains to take down for the badge. The Super Miner, we really don't need to have him with us, and he might actually screw it up, too. In the Cray area, there's those usual laser trip sensors that can trigger ambushes. If you set them off, the elevators to the higher level will lock down, and he can't get up there, and then he can't fight the supervillain, which means he can't get the badge. So just tell this guy to go off and go dig his holes. You don't need him with you. Do not bring him along. It would be bad. Now, let's go monster hunting. Now, the only one that I know of for sure that can be screwed up and access blocked is the Cray one. The Nemesis one's a little tricky to get to the entrance, because the building is so badly wrecked. So make sure you pay attention to the map, too. If you hit all 3 of the glowies, the mission ends, but if you haven't gotten all 3 of the giants, or super monsters, or whatever you're going to call them, that's alright. You can still go get them. I have observed that, so you should still be able to get them, despite the mission being ended. So, but nevertheless, you might as well just wait and just, get all the giants first. Or super monsters, or whatever they want to call them. Okay, so we come on up to here, and we go to here. There it is. A little bit of a walk to get to because of all the cave-ins, but there it is. And we're up here. Where is he at? There he is. He did not spawn on 0 star. So you can come in here if you want on 0 star, but it does no purpose. They don't spawn on 0. And we got 1 out of the 3. Let's move on. Alright, proceeding onward. Onward. Okay. Phonograph, and yes, these were dancing nemesis here. But we gotta knock them out of the way because the glowy is right near them. Stealth is not recommended, just take them down. Here it is. Oop. Still seems to be a nemesis left here. That's better. Okay. Map's being a little bit twitchy, but okay. Okay, next up is the Richty area. My nose. Okay, this is where we have to go. We go right through this portal without attacking any of the Richty or risking any screw-ups. There's the target. Yeti. And, yep, of course he's got ice. I've got the beta powers, so... Okay. Two out of three. Once this badge dings, I will have Master Badge because of having obtained the other badge on 0 star. Okay. Richty area has been secured. Don't bother with that sewer tunnel door, it goes nowhere. You can't open it. Open her up. Now this is where things could get screwed up. That's why we didn't want that super miner with us. His heart's in the right place, but he doesn't know how to skip the laser wires here. You could fly over them, just keep hugging the ceiling and fly, or I'll just do a teleport. These doors cannot be opened, they're Cray only. I did test also with one of the prism costumes that lets you look like a Cray. Does no good. Those doors are not meant to be opened. Okay, this is the elevator room, and if any of those ambushes have been tripped with the lasers, then these elevators would not work. You cannot cross those lasers. Period. Otherwise, y'all might want to log out and reset the mission. And maybe vote to kick the person that set the lasers off, but I'll leave that up to you. And there's the target. And by the way, massive ambush. Oh, shucks. There it is. Okay. And that, as they say, is that for this mission. I could go hit the glowy and call it a wrap on this mission, but instead, I'm going to go ahead and just expedite time there. Since the badge is obtained, we're just going to jump to the last mission. It was already done on the other segment, but what the hell. Let's go smash some more Nemesis. And it's the same entrance. I have observed on multiple runs that the mission entrances on this task force do not change, so that's good. It's all in K-Dub. You're going to want mission transporter for a couple of them. But once you get to mission 3, it's the same door for mission 4, so... Alright then. Just head straight down to that room at the south. That's the only direction you need to go. The only room you need to visit. Disregard all other nemesis. So if someone can come down here via stealth and then teleport everyone, feel free. There we are. Alright, so let's go ahead and knock some nemesis down. That's the cue. And don't forget too, on the previous video segment, I stopped the nemesis train before defeating all the nemesis army. Not a recommended strategy because I had to wait for a while for it to keep producing a few more nemesis to finish it off, so... Bad idea. Just let the train keep on running and just move as fast as you can to get rid of these guys. Again, they're expecting you to use Nemesis Staff and other knockback abilities, or... There goes Fold Space. And while Fold Space might make this appear to be a little bit too easy, well... Given the nature of the badge, what the heck. Let it be. Come on, fellas. Jump off the train to get me. Come on. Now, I've already got the badge for this, but you basically gotta do this for 50 of the Nemesis. And the badge is yours. Whoop. What we got here? Clinging on to dear life, huh? Well, alright. Now, you don't have to beat them by taking them all off the train, obviously, but hey. Okay. So by now, if you don't have the knockback badge, that should have been 50 easily. So... Let's just go ahead and finish this with the more direct approach. Like I said, I've already got the badge and the master title thereof, Master Zoe Task Force. By the way, if Nemesis can be crunched by the train, it is highly probable that you can too, so if you can't fly or at least hover above the track on the train, you better stay on the train. So jetpacks for sure, if you don't have flight mode. Lots and lots of Nemesis here. Big train. But easily beaten and crushed. Looking good. Yeah, he's about to go bang bang. Or maybe not. Must have beaten him beforehand. Okay. Oh, Nemesis astride his mighty steed. Big deal. Alright, full space won't work on them because of the force fields, so you're going to have to knock them off. So the Nemesis staff is basically now your new best friend. Oh no, they copied my powers and shrunk me. Oh no. And don't forget, you got your own Nemesis staff too if you took it from the Star Vendor, so... On your feet. Come on. And back to normal. Again, don't stop the train until you take them all down. As long as the train's in motion, it seems able to produce more Nemesis, which is good. Still says defeat the duplicates. Ah. Let's have a couple stragglers here. Or maybe not. Oh well. Okay, that's a win-win. Okay, well, interesting new task force, kind of fun. Still weird how the final badge for getting them off the train like that and crushing them works on 0 star, but the others are all 1 star. So again, is that WAI, or is there a little bit of a hat trick involved? Guess it doesn't really matter. Just do this on 1 star and go get the badges. And in any event, that's going to be a cut and a print and wrap for this vid. Hope you've enjoyed. Now you have a great idea about how this new task force will be and when it hits live. See you on the next vid. And always turn your computer off and go out and play.